There's someone in the house. I'm awake. I don't recall falling asleep, and I'm not real sure how I got into bed, but I'm awake now. There's a very distant ringing in my ears, sort of like the aftermath of a concussive blast that makes you deaf, only this ringing seems to be deep inside my head. I must have had a rough night, I suppose, although I honestly can't recall the previous evening. Or any evening, for that matter. Well, it must have been one hell of a night. I roll out of bed. My feet hit the cold, hard tile floor of my bedroom. Rubbing my hands over my face, I try to shake the cobwebs of sleep and whatever I may have drank last night out of my head. I glance out the nearby window and I see a gloomy, overcast sky and light rain falling on the leafless forest of trees that surround my property. Is it autumn? I can't remember. Ugh, I swear, God, I will never drink that much again. I've made that promise a few hundred times before though, I'm sure. Moving off of the bed, I walk down the hall and descend the staircase that leads to the main level of the house. The top 3 stairs, they creak under my weight. They always do. Midway down the stairs, I can see outside through the Amityville Horror-style window over the entranceway, and that the drizzle and clouds set in and they're likely to be hanging around for a while. I'm not going to go to work today. Wait. I don't have work today, right? Isn't it the weekend? It is, isn't it? I shake my head vigorously and I make the same hollow promise to God again. This day is going to be far worse than my night must have been. The kitchen has a digital clock, so I stumble in to check the day and the time, just to be sure I don't need to call in sick. Clock says 9 AM. I'm late if it is a weekday. And it is Sunday. Excellent. Time to crash on the couch and not do a thing. God, I'm so tired. That couch is calling my name right now. I leave the kitchen and I move through the archway into the living room, noticing that the hardwoods are just as cold as the tiled floor upstairs. A small shiver moves up my spine. I make a turn towards the thermostat and I crank the heat up before lying down and covering myself with a throw blanket that was hanging over the back of the couch. The worn, cold leather of the couch creaks under my weight. I hear the familiar click of the thermostat as the heat kicks in, and I pull the blanket in tighter. I close my eyes and I try to fall asleep. Maybe this hangover, the worst hangover I've ever had, seeing as I still can't remember that party, it'll be gone after a good late morning nap. That's when the whispers started. Immediately, I bolt upright on the couch, throwing the blanket aside as I do, and I scan the room. Aside from me, the living room is empty. The upstairs bathroom fan, it's running. Wait, did I leave that on? Wait, did I even go in the bathroom? I sneak quietly into the living room, through the kitchen, and I peek around the corner. I was as silent as a church mouse. I swear I was a ninja in a past life or something. I look up the stairs, and I see that the bathroom light is on, and the exhaust fan is definitely running. Maybe I destroyed the toilet last night, left it running to kill the smell, and then stumbled to bed. Yeah, that kind of sounds like me. But the whispering starts again. It's coming from the bathroom. No time for subtlety now. I bolt up the stairs, the top 3 creak as usual, and I burst into the bathroom. If there's someone there, they're about to get their ass kicked. But the bathroom? Empty. And the whispering stopped. Okay. I'm far more hungover than I thought. I flip the bathroom wall switch to kill the lights and the fan, and then realise my bed isn't actually far away. Sleep. I need to sleep. I'm so tired. The bed is there in my room, dark, inviting. I'll just sleep this one off and I'll wake up feeling better. It's time for my nap. I lay down on the bed, sinking into the mattress like butter melting on a hot pan. I pull the covers up to my chin, close my eyes, and I sleep. Or at least, I think I went to sleep. I'm definitely awake now. I don't recall falling asleep. I don't recall dreaming. The darkness has crept into the room like a cat burglar, casting shadows on the far wall that look like little demons ready to jump out of their two-dimensional wall canvas and attack as full-blown three-dimensional horrors. It must be nighttime. I can't really see anything through the window. I can hear the faint pattering of rain on the roof. I throw the blankets back. I sit up and rub my face again. Still tired. So tired and groggy. I leave the demons behind me on the bedroom wall and I head to the bathroom. The light is still off, so I flip it on. The light from the moulded glass fixture dances all over the bathroom like miniature crystal ballerinas, and the exhaust fan turns on. I sneak a peek into the toilet. No prayers offered up to the porcelain god in there, I think to myself. As I turn to the mirror, I decide to face myself, and dreading the sight I'll behold, sounds from downstairs freeze me in my tracks. It's unmistakable. That's the sound of silverware on plates. Someone is eating. Someone is eating dinner in my house. The top 3 stairs creak once again as I fly down to the first floor and burst into the kitchen, throwing the door as wide as I can when I enter. I head towards the dinner table and the bay window. There are plates there, remnants of half-eaten meals on them. But whoever was there, eating my food? They left in a hurry when they heard me coming. The hardwood floor, leading to the front door, it sounds like there's a herd of elephants holding a track meet on it. These bastards are running. They're running out my front door. As I quickly head to the entryway, I see the door close and I hear the deadbolt click into place. Wait, they have a key? They must have. They just locked the door from the outside. I peer through the stained glass window slits that are on either side of the door, but I can't see anyone in the blackness of this rain-soaked night. Enjoy the weather, you pieces of shit. The idea that someone was in my house, eating my food, and has a key, disturbs me. There was clearly more than one, and while my past life ninja skills might help me in a tight situation should they return, I don't want to pin my survivability hopes on reincarnation theory. Besides, I'm tired. I'm going to let the cops do their job. I grab the phone off the wall and I dial 911. Nothing. I hang up and I try again. Nothing. No dial tone. Did they cut the line? Did these bastards cut my phone line? Okay, now I'm pissed. They're in my house, eating my food, and now they've cut my phone line? Well, they don't have a car because I'd have heard it fire up and drive off. Their asses are mine. I storm out of the kitchen towards the front door and I leave a trail of dinner plates, silverware and half-eaten food and anything else that was on the counter strewn. That dull ringing in my ears, it's intensifying. I'm a little tired and groggy, but right now I don't care. I'm just too pissed. I open the front door. I don't even feel the brass handle in my palm, and it slams shut behind me. Taking long determined strides into the fog-covered front yard, it seems the rain has let up. I start scanning for assholes and elbows because I'm sure these fuckers are running away. I spend the next hour searching the yard, and all along the tree line. I don't find any signs of people, Whoever they were, they're long gone now. Damn it. I'm so tired. I don't have time for this. As I head back into the house, I notice that the lights are on in the entryway. They cast a glowing image from that Amityville window across the doorway. It's cast onto the stone slabs of the front porch. And the front door is open. I don't remember closing it, but I know I heard it slam shut behind me. I break into a run. I charge into the house, stirring up a vortex of wet, dead leaves in my wake. I notice that the ringing in my ears has increased. Its intensity. I can hear the din and the whispers. The whispers are in my head. As I storm onto the cold, slick floor of the entryway, I see 3 people. The first is clearly a priest of some sort. He's holding up a rosary with one hand and a small Bible open in the other. The second is a short, sad-looking woman with a full-length coat pulled tightly around her. It's fur-lined trim, collar cinched close with wooden pegs. The third, that's my daughter. I almost forgot I had a daughter. How could I forget her? She's beautiful. Standing there in front of me, I have a tremendous sense of loss. And I realise I miss her so much, and I can't figure out why. I just saw her the other day. But didn't I? Images of a beach, the warm, salty air on a windy day flashed through my mind. My little girl is there. She's flying a kite. I can hear the waves crashing on the sugar sand shore, and my daughter laughing as we run through the surf flying the kite. It was a great day. She was so young and pretty, full of life. She's crying now, mouth covered by her hands. She scans the area of the entryway that we're standing in. She looks at me, but then quickly her gaze moves on. She's searching for something, but I don't know what. The sad little woman with the fur-trimmed coat, however, looks right at me. She has a grim look on her face. She pats the priest on the shoulder and shakes her head. The priest stops waving that stupid rosary around. He goes silent. "He's here," said the short woman. My daughter let out a sob. The ringing in my ears get loud. He's confused and angry. He doesn't understand yet. My daughter uncovers her mouth. Her lips are quivering. She squints her eyes as if to hold back tears. "Can he hear me? What's he saying?" she asked. The short woman shakes her head. "It doesn't work like that. He can hear you, yes, but I don't hear what he says. Just his emotions, his feelings. You can speak to him." My little girl. Little no longer, as I realise she's a full-grown woman now. She wipes tears from her eyes, sniffles, and offers a smile. I sort of laugh, because she must think she's looking at me, but she's actually looking just to my left. But why can't she look at me? I'm standing right here. "Dad, you can go now. We're going to be okay. Mom and I love you, and we miss you so much, but you have to go. You'll be better off." My daughter laughs a little. She smiles. I love that smile. I love it so much. "Don't worry. I won't let Mom sell the house. I know you love it. The ringing in my ears. It's nearly deafening now, but I don't care. Why is she talking to me like this? Why does she want me to leave? Why is she not a 10-year-old girl, like in my memory? I realise I'm screaming these questions at her. The ringing has become full-blown agony in my head. But I don't care. I press my hands to my ears and I try to block out the noise. I shake my head from side to side and I continue screaming questions at my little girl. The short woman shakes her head. She casts a sad look towards my daughter. He's angry. He's yelling at you. I can't hear the words, but he doesn't understand why you're saying these things. He's very confused. He doesn't know that it's time to move on from this life. Wait. What did she just say? I stop screaming. I lower my hands. The ringing in my ears is subsiding and instead begins a slow descent into a single harmonious tone. Well, what does she mean that it's time to move on? My daughter smiles again. I can feel that I've missed that smile so much. Dad, we love you. It's time for you to move on. You can't keep scaring the hell out of Mom and I. We appreciate you staying with us to let us know we're okay, and we really are. But you need to go. Behind my daughter, the kitchen doorway suddenly flares into life. It's the brightest light I've ever seen. Pure, clean, inviting. That harmonious tone grows louder. Not painful now, just inviting. I look away into the three people standing before me. They don't see this light, the light that beckons me towards it. The short woman pats my daughter's hand and nods her head. Her smile tells me she knows what's happening, even if I don't. I move closer to the light. Its beams of white falling over me. They feel like loving arms pulling me into an embrace. The tunnel entrance is close now, but I stop and I turn to look at my daughter one last time. I mouth the words, "I love you." And I know that no sound will actually come from my lips. The short woman whispers to my daughter. She sobs briefly, and then says, "I love you too, Dad." I step into the tunnel. I'm going to let the light take me. The tunnel isn't very long, and the light near the end is beginning to shift. I can smell warm, salty air. And I can hear the crash of waves on the sugar sand shores. And I can hear my little girl giggling.